He talks about several aunties on that song, including one that's a prostitute. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Brews and Reviews. It's Knowledge, and today I'm reviewing Cordae's new 4-track EP titled Just Until, and I am sipping on a Dayfall. That's a Belgian White from Stone Brewing Company, coming in at 5.5%. This brewery from Escondido, California. Great beer. Let's get into this great wrapper. Just until what? This is a little snack to hold us over until the album drops. The title of that album will be revealed by the end of this EP and the end of this video, as the case may be. Just to know that this is to whet our appetite a little bit, he writes on the bottom of the cover, "See you soon, album almost done." But this is a standalone project. None of these 4 tracks will appear on the album itself, making it a different type of album rollout than we see from other young artists. And Cordae indeed is different from other young artists because he has the confidence in himself not to be releasing things every 5 minutes or every time you turn around there's a new track drop or a new album rolled out without putting thought into it. He's actually been relatively quiet since receiving critical acclaim for his 2019 debut album, The Lost Boy, only dropping a few singles last year, most notably the track called The Parables. And it's rare these days that a young MC stays so quiet, especially after receiving so much hype for their first project, but it shows that he has the confidence in his ability to stay relevant without dropping consistent tracks. More life. And just for a nice cosign on the young MC's career, he went out and got Q-Tip to sing on the chorus of this, and it is fully sung. Q-Tip croons very mellowly over a chill beat, produced by Eric Hudson, who also did Flashing Lights for Kanye. You can definitely hear some similarities between these 2 tracks. Right on cue, Cordae tells us about his release philosophy and his confidence in his abilities. He says, "I ain't dropped a song in a year. My fans is happy to wait. Designer music turned my album in fashionably late. But damn, the timing perfect. My last classic was dedicated to finding purpose." He goes on to basically say he's the torch bearer carrying the weight of the game on his back. This song is extremely rhythmic and carries on his tradition that we heard on his debut album of making aesthetically interesting music by his flow intertwining perfectly with these chill type of beats. Featuring Q-Tip doesn't hurt for that approach either. Dream in Color is the next track, and I love the first line of this. He says, "I dream in color and I sleep on canvas." It's a way to create very vivid imagery symbolically. And he goes on to speak on how he left the YBN collective and why. He says, "Still fighting off my paranoia, shit too real, just fired my lawyer. Trust issues, I'm needing to fix it, that could be an empire destroyer. You seen what happened to Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar was the emperor of ancient Rome that was murdered by some of his closest advisors." So Cordae draws on that as a parable to speak on his own betrayal and possible destruction of an upcoming future hip-hop force in the YBN collective. Nice outro on this too, with a little added texture to the beat and some Kanye-esque auto-tuned crooning on the chorus. What's up? This one features Young Thug, and with the 2 guest appearances on this project, Young Thug and Q-Tip, Cordae proves that he appeals to fans at opposite ends of the hip-hop spectrum, proving just how balanced of an MC he is. Very much in the style of his guest artist on this track, the beat and his flow on this falls very much into the trap lane or subgenre. Cordae really goes in on verse 2, verbally puncturing through the beat with a rapid staccato. And I'm not really a huge Young Thug fan, but I like the structure of this track with both MCs sharing bars on both verses and even borrowing and matching each other's style. Thornton Street, and from a trap beat all the way to a more Ninth Wonder style of beat with a pitched up soul sample produced by Cardiac and Mario Luciano. Probably the best beat on the album in my opinion, and actually the best lyrics from Cordae in my opinion. I guess that would make this the best track. And the beat allows him to get a little more introspective. First showing gratitude to his mom. He says, "My mom at the age of 15, was forced to drop out of school to take care of a king. She had a desire to sing, and I admired these things. At times, feel guilty I retired her dreams." He goes on to express a little remorse for revealing personal details about various members of his family in his track Family Matters off of The Lost Boy, speaking directly, saying he should have given his father a heads up for a line on that track. It was most definitely the line, "I got a brother out there who like 5 years old. I don't know why daddy tried to hide his soul." Yeah, probably would have been nice to give your dad a heads up about something like that. He goes on to say that he lost one of his favorite aunties. He talks about several aunties on that song, including one that's a prostitute. Could have been her. So understandably, his family was probably mad about the track Family Matters, and he wants to air that all out here and apologize for writing about them for the whole world to hear. He finishes out this track by revealing the album name on the outro, and that album name is From a Bird's Eye View, hopefully alluding to a very large scope of subject matter and observations that he's going to intertwine into one project. I think these 4 tracks definitely accomplish what he set out to do. It builds more hype for the album because all of these tracks are great listens, and I really can't say at this point that I've ever heard a bad Cordae track. Let's see if he can continue that trend and further ascend on the rise in his attempt to become one of hip-hop's elite. He's still got a ways to go, but this EP is getting him a little bit closer, and a great sophomore album can definitely get him closer to the peak. Thank you for watching my review of Cordae's Just and Tell. If you liked this, go ahead and hit like now and hit me up in the comments. If you didn't like it, also let me know why in the comments. I drop hip-hop and hops related content consistently, so until I see you next time, keep buzzing.